Oy'Nissh, millennial Jamaican name, food, and language. Hi everyone, good morning to all of you in Scotland, all my subscribers and those who follow my channel on YouTube. Welcome to another vlog, and I'm on the road working. Obviously later on after this I'll be going to Musselburgh to do some pre-spring foraging, but I am passing along the Brunstane community woodland. That is the Brunstane community woodland. It's part of the Brunstane Mill Park, and I am stopping briefly to introduce a new type of Vellsane arch. As you know, since December I've discovered, well, not discovered, I just took more notice of this beautiful pattern that trees form over a path, and it's very noticeable during winter because there are no leaves on most of the trees, and I term it Veelcan in Oy'Nissh, which in English is translated as Vellsane, or the term Vellsane arch. Now I've done a vlog in this region before. As you know, we are on one of the community Vellsane area. However, I'm going to take you to this area where there's a special type of Vellsane and you'll see how beautiful it is, and I cannot say much about it now until in the next minute or 2 minutes when we reach there, and then you'll see. So journey along with me as I share with you another type of Vellsane arch that's found in the Brunstane Mill Park, and it's in the Brunstane community woodland section of it. So journey along with me just now and I'll introduce this arch to you. When I reach there, I share with you the name, so I'm keeping you curious. You can guess. Today too I'll be going to Musselburgh to, as I said, to do some pre-spring foraging. So I'll be looking for signs of leek, wild garlic, and ground elder, and also nettle. In previous video I haven't introduced nettle, but I'm going to see if well, it's natural that there'll be nettle, but I look for signs of it. So it means now that when spring comes, we know places in East Lothian and parts of Edinburgh that have forageable stuff. So let me show you a view of this Vellsane heading up to the one I need to introduce. So we're nearing there. Let me show you what it looks like from this end. So I can't show you yet because we're just a few meters away from it. But as it's a very short Vellsane, but one of the most amazing I've seen so far. It got that feeling that you'd want to live in it. It sounds strange, but it does feel like that, you know. Okay, we're getting there anytime now. Oh, Yes. So remember, for those of you, as I said, who follow my channel on YouTube, Oy'Nissh, if you've got any Vellsane in your area, in other parts of Scotland, even in East Lothian, but also in abroad, I am really curious as to the type of Vellsane they have in Central Park in New York. So if there's anyone in New York City near to the Central Park, if you can take pictures and share with me, let me see what it's like. I'm sure it must be beautiful and magnificent. But what about London, Glasgow, etc.? I'm sure even in the countryside in Mid and West Lothian, there are many. Okay, so let's check that there isn't any bicycle. Okay, so I am about to introduce this Vellsane, and there isn't any bicycle. That's good. Okay, so the name of this type of Vellsane is a Ceckonissh. That is Ceckonissh Vellsane, and it's what's known as, it's a tunnel Vellsane, but it's called Ceckonissh because it feels homely. It feels like a living room. Well, that's what it feels like to me. For someone else, it's something else, you know. So it's subjective, my description of it. So Ceckonissh are the homely Vellsane. So it's like a homely Vellsane tunnel, I would say. Now I'm going to show you. Are you ready? Follow me. It's only about a minute and a half long, but you'll see how lovely it is. Now, here we go. Here we've got, as you can see, firstly, it's got that tunnel effect, and it's very developed and well kept. And I believe that the fencing on the left hand side going this direction helps. Also on the right hand side, they're fencing on both sides, but it's very well kept and very developed. And the gate to the Vellsane, I'm trying to, yes, the gate to the Vellsane, as I said, remember when I did one of the previous vlogs in Newington about the 3 trillium Vellsane, and then I start to talk about gate to a Vellsane. That is the entrance to a particular part of a Vellsane. So we are now going to this Ceckonissh Vellsane, and we're identifying the gate. The gate is a noticeable feature or arch formed by 2 trees that are well defined. So this on my left hand side and this on the right hand side serves as the entry gate going this direction. Yes, as you can see the formation. Yes, I take a picture that I can give me a second, let me take a picture so I can upload it when I edit the video. Hold a second. Salter, yes. Okay. So the gate to the Vellsane is depending on the direction. Coming the other way, the exit becomes the entrance. So let's go through this entrance, and we're going now this up into the Ceckonissh. Just look, oh, that nice, calm, homely feeling. That's just my experience. Oh, I told you, it is just so amazing. Yeah, so the Ceckonissh Vellsane, or the homely Vellsane, like well, it's like my living room. That's how I feel when I walk through this tunnel of arch trees. Just look at it. It's there's a small gap. I don't know how they came to have this gap. I'm sure maybe someone cut something down. They couldn't bother to go around. And actually on this side the fence is gone, leading out to the fields, but it doesn't really disturb much of the rest of it. So let's continue. As I said, it's very short, but it's just the effect, the feeling when coming through this tunnel. And many of the people living nearby this area, in the Brunstane burn woodland community, what's your experience like when walking or riding through this tunnel? If you could share with me. I'm on YouTube, and it would be nice to hear from you what your experience is like. So you see, we're coming to the end. I told you it's very short, but it's worth it. It's worth mention. Yes. So now I'm going to take you through the tunnel again, but going the opposite direction. And the entrance to the Vellsane would be this set of trees. As you can see, it's very well knitted together, along with this one here. It becomes now the gate going this direction, but would serve as the exit when we come in the opposite direction. Yes, so let's go back this way. So now we are entering the Vellsane from this end, and we're going up again. Now I am feeling a different vibes. Oh, let's second, let this. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. I am getting a different vibes simply because now I'm wondering if it's because I'm left-handed. Somehow when I was coming, I tend to focus more on the left hand side with the fence, but going this way I'm focusing on the left hand side again. But you notice this curve on the left hand side in the arch. This curve reminds me of having a sofa and the TV over on that side, or if I'm communicating with friends when they are visiting and we're sitting on sofas, etc., I'll be sitting on the sofa on this side and communicating on them on that way. So this curve from here give me that living room feeling. So it's the curve to the Ceckonissh. The curve to the Ceckonissh, yes? Just this bit. And I call it the sofa area of the Ceckonissh. I know it sounds crazy when you talk about stuff, but let's think about how things develop over the centuries or millennia, you know. I've got people. Morning. Ideas develop because of people's experience. You know, people make mistakes and so forth, and through that they create new words or ideas to describe it, or sometimes they stumble upon stuff because of certain challenges they're going through and they have to come up with solutions. Maybe the idea of Hoover or sandwich, you know, the idea of how sandwich was created. We're eating sandwich now, but maybe because time has passed so long now that we take it for granted that when it just started, it might be just that, what is it, Lord of Sandwich or Lord Sandwich, or somewhere else, the person in England who came up with it just maybe fed up of doing or eating stuff in a certain way and put it in another order. Now it's global. And that's the idea. So sometimes when people say things or make stuff up, it's not because they are necessarily weird. It's just that they see things different. And as I said, many times people have passed through this tunnel, and I'm sure the people in Edinburgh love this bit and have their own experience with going through. But for me, it is a Vellsane. Ceckonissh means a homely Vellsane. because that's the feeling I get. Someone else might get something else, yes? And the curve reminds me of the living room where the sofa goes, yes? The curve to the Vellsane. And let's continue. So as I said, the Ceckonissh is very small, very short, you know, it's very short. So I wish it was like 6 miles long. That would have been amazing, but who knows, there are probably others elsewhere that's that long. Now we're going into the deep area to exit the Ceckonissh. Okay, so okay, so now we're exiting. So what was the entrance becomes the exit going this direction, yes? So I'm going to do one more walk through because I'm going that way actually. So this time we're going to look at the roof of the Ceckonissh, yes? We'll look at the roof. We look at the sides, the dips and the curves, but we're going to look at the roofing. So I'm going to point the camera upwards. Right. There are some parts that I cannot touch. Probably most of it, it's still high enough. I'm tall, but even so, I can't reach it. Especially in the middle of it, still too tall. But I believe this is one of the. You notice it's also green because you probably have plants that does well during winter, that they are probably evergreen plants. So there's a mixture of evergreen plants and seasonal ones, which means that it's always green all year round. And there's a bit of a gap. This is the opening to the Ceckonissh, yes? So it starts from here all the way to here. So just this is small opening. It's like a car that have the roof window. Yeah. So it just lasts to about there. Good morning.
Morning.
Hello. Is the first time passing through this I call it tunnel.
Yeah.
Is the first time you pass through here?
No.
What do you think of this just this small tunnel? What do you think of it? What
Oh, I love it.
what about it that you love?
Nature around.
I actually love passing through here, but it feels like I'm in my house, in my living room when I pass through it. It feels so homely.
Okay, you feel like.
Yes, it feels very
yeah,
homely.
It's a good feeling.
Yes,
It's
it's just
very
like it's only for maybe a minute or two. You feel as if you're
Okay.
home again, and then you're back out in the body.
Where are you from?
Jamaica.
Okay.
You?
Poland.
Poland. Yakshimash?
I'm very well.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
Yes,
so you've.
It's a lovely spot.
It is. So,
And it's a bit wildish, what I like. It's not so, you know, accurate, not so clean, not so tidy.
yeah.
Wild. I like it.
Yes. Okay. And there are some nice arches. So so I'm doing vlogging on YouTube for particular formation of trees.
Okay.
So when you've got trees on opposite side of a path, I give it the name Vellsane, or translated as Vellsane or Vellsane arch. So it's a
Okay.
type of arch that's formed when tree
Yeah.
branches overlap to form an
Yeah,
arch.
Got you.
Thus a Vellsane arch.
Uh-huh.
This particular arch is called a Ceckonissh.
Ceckonissh.
Why it's called, I give it that name because it feels homely.
Oh.
So it's the homely Vellsane arch. So just this one patch
Is here.
is called a Ceckonissh.
Okay.
That's just my feeling about it.
Amazing.
You might feel
Thank you for sharing.
no, you might have a different experience.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
cyclist might have a different
Of
experience
course,
because
oh, it's
yes.
bloody, bloody thing above our heads. you
Yes.
know.
so
Okay.
it's really nice though, and it's always green.
Yes.
That's what I love about it.
And this is what I love about Scotland. Even
Yes.
in the winter, it's green.
Have you-
Green grass.
Have you been along the River Esk
Yes.
in Musselburgh?
Yes.
Oh, that's where I'm going
Okay.
because I'm doing a pre-spring vlog about seasonal fruit and veg. And in spring, hopefully in March, we will have wild garlic there, also wild
Yes.
leek,
And the
nettles.
smell.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Have you had wild garlic before?
Yes.
What do you use it to make?
That's for pesto.
Oh, you
It's
use it to make?
Yeah.
Ah.
And morning. And for butter, you can make a garlic butter.
Garlic, what the, you see that, peeps? So I'm not the only one. I told you that people all over Scotland, I'm sure, I like to hear from more people what they use some of these stuff to do.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing now is I'm doing a pre-spring foraging. Good morning, sir. So that people can have an idea what they look like when they're young.
Yeah.
To see them coming into their own. Because
Yes.
sometimes we sort of do videos about when they're already fit and ready to eat. But we seldom look at it when they are young and see the journey
Yeah.
until they die again.
Oh,
So that's what I'm doing. So I'm a big person of nature. I love God's creation. I love the beauty. And also Scotland. I believe the Scots have put a lot in keeping this place really nice.
Yeah, in the spring or actually in the summer and late autumn, you will
Yes.
see these fields are very wild.
Yes.
They don't cut the grass, and I love it.
Yes.
All the wildlife
Yes.
is so intense in here.
Yes.
You can see all the flights around.
Yes.
When in Poland, it's everything needs to be very, properly cut, and here, why?
Yes.
Why? We need it.
Yes.
Leave it wild.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah. Have you been to Edinburgh?
I'm living in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The Crickmillar Castle Park. That's a nice area also.
Craigmillar Castle Park.
So it's in Niddry.
Oh yeah, I know
Near the
which one.
Royal
The
Enfield
ruins
Hospital?
of yes, and the ruins
Exactly.
of the
So
castle.
that's a park in its own.
Yes,
it's
it is.
amazing. It's rustic.
Yes, it
But,
is.
So
It
well,
is.
it's part rustic, part plain. Because
Yeah.
there's a like in the middle. I would say probably in the mid of the park, it's like a plain. But around it, it feels a bit rustic,
Yeah,
rugged.
yeah, I know what you mean.
You don't-
Unfortunately, there are also plenty rubbish in there, but
People keep tipping stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least it's not so bad as some areas. Yeah. So I'll be going over to this park. The gate I think is down there.
yeah, to the we call it New
Hills House.
and Park.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah,
When
man.
it's windy, it's good. It's good area for because you're sheltered there.
Oh yes.
It's
Yes.
not so open space.
Yes.
What's your name?
Oy'Nissh.
Oy'Nissh. I'm Justina.
Justin, you've got your mobile? I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, you can yes, you can
So-
share it with me. So I'll be, I can still subscribe you or anything.
Yeah. So it's Oy'Nissh. OY. Make sure there's no bicycle. I always look back, because just in case
Yeah.
there's any bicycle coming.
So on the YouTube.
Or OY.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Of course.
Excuse me, just quickly. I was just sharing with her that small tunnel, that 1 minute tunnel. What's your thought on that tunnel? I find it amazing. It's just this one unique spot that you get in all the area. It's just unique to its own self. What do you think of it?
Well, with all the hedgerows over it.
Yes, just that.
I think it gets very slippy in the winter when you're walking the dogs.
Here you are.
However, when it's covered in snow, it's absolutely spectacular.
I wish we get some snow before to see what
Show you a
it's
quick
like.
photo if you want.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. So it's all
No,
right.
it's okay. I can wait.
See if I can find it.
You see it? Snow. I've never seen it snowed covered before. I don't know if any more snow is coming. That's the thing.
Oh.
But I was ashamed with her. It just, for me, it feels like a living room. That's the feeling I get. You know.
So I've got so many photos.
Some climbing plants in your living room, you know? So, yeah, like a climbing plants.
No, no. I think. Yeah, oh gosh, I don't know if my living room would manage with plants. I'll probably eat them. I'm a big eater of plants. Even the poisonous ones, I might drop dead. You know, I'm not a vegan or vegetarian, but I'm heading that way.
Okay.
So there's, oh look at that. Could I have a quick look? Oh my, look at that. Yes. Oh.
It really is.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I missed that. Is this year?
No, this is a couple of years ago.
Oh, I missed it. I wish.
There you go. It is
I
amazing.
wish, yes.
It's Santa's grotto.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your
Have a
Grace.
lovely day.
So
So,
it's O-Y-N.
N.
Mm-hmm. I. That's me, Oy'Nissh.
Oh, there's a.
So that's me. Yeah, then just click on this,
Okay.
and then you can go to the playlist. There you go. There you go. So you'll scroll down and just watch. I'm doing loads of videos.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm working on a constructed language. Does you hear I call that?
Okay.
The Ceckonissh, it's just a type of Vellsane arch. So that's how new words come. That's why I love to move about. I go to museum, I go to different places, because then I get new words to translate from English to this new constructed language. It's just a fun language, but also it serves as just creating new words that's unique to the language. So Vellsane comes from Veelcan. You see, I couldn't say Veelcan in English, but Vellsane is okay in English. So I translated. Does Vellsane or Vellsane arch?
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see it. Hopefully I get to post it and you'll get to watch it at some point.
Hi.
But it's nice, man, sharing that journey with you, because sometimes you appreciate certain stuff and you think it's you alone. You see that lady? She have a different perspective.
Yes.
It's when it snows that she find beauty in it.
Yes, I know. Oh, everyone is different.
Everyone is different.
Yeah.
No, think of the world like that. Maybe that's why it's good that we're not all the same.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
we add variety.
Of course.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
gosh.
Absolutely, 100%.
Just think of all the cuisines in the world. The Chinese cuisine, the Japanese, the Indian, the Jamaican jerk, the
Yes.
Trinidadian curry and the Indian food,
of
and the
course.
British fish and chips. Oh, it's heavy, but oh, you can't beat the British fish pie. Oh, that's one of the things
I
I
like it too. I agree. And I like the quiche. I never had quiche.
Kiss,
before.
no, but
And they are such a lovely,
amazing.
simple meal.
Yes.
And I'm vegetarian, so it's even.
And also apple crumble, because we don't have what we call apple in Jamaica is different from what they call apple here. But I was introduced to apple crumble, and ever since I'm in love with apple crumble. Rhubarb, never thought I would end up eating rhubarb. No, let me ask you, what's your favorite British dish? You have quiche. What else?
I like buttersquash soup.
Butternut squash soup.
Yes.
Ah.
Creamy with coconut milk.
Ah.
Chili. Oh, definitely. That's my favorite.
Look at that. And if I don't use squash, pumpkin, I use pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin.
So Halloween, people tend to just focus on becoming scary monster with Halloween. No, with the pumpkin. No, I use it to make
Oh,
soup.
and also not only the big one. They are, all the small, beautiful.
The winter squash.
Winter squash.
They're harder to cut though,
Or
but
Hokkaido, but you can bake it first before you take the skin off, and it's easier.
and so you bake it. What I do is when I'm making soup, so like half it,
Yes.
wash it off, put it in the water, boil it first.
Okay.
Then I take it out and continue the rest of the soup, and then I scoop it out of the
Yeah.
skin, it just fall apart.
Yeah.
I'm going up that way.
Okay, enjoy your walk.
So,
It was lovely to meet you.
sorry, I forgot your name again.
Justina.
Justina Oy'Nissh. I'm
Nice to
sure
meet you,
I
Oy'Nissh.
hopefully you get to see the video. I'll try and
Yes.
post it today in tonight when I reach home.
Okay.
So you can get it tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, great.
God
Have a
bless.
lovely experience.
Chilio.
Bye.
Yes, so that was a nice view walk. So now I'm off to Musselburgh foraging ground to do the pre-spring shoot, because it would be nice when I start to harvest during spring that you've got the context of the plants coming into their own when they are ready to be harvested, and also when they start flowering when they start to flower. Yes, and once they start to flower, then you start to expect them to die down a bit, and I like to do a vlog then. So it's like a journey, you know. I like to take you through a journey of seasonal products. It's sometimes difficult to always, well, let's open this gate. Oh, okay. Yes, so thanks again for joining me along this journey, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in Musselburgh.